Welcome to your practice. So today's practice is going to be all standing, and we are going to be doing a little bit of balancing. So if you'd like to have a chair for support or a wall, that might be something where you want to pause the video and move your yoga mat to give you the support that you need through your practice today. All right, so we're going to come to the top of the mat, finding mountain pose, which can be standing with big toes together and heels apart, or a nice hip width. Remember, your hips come right down from your femur bones, not shoulder width. I know I say that a lot, but it's really important to build body awareness through yoga practice. And the feet are parallel, so if you got a little toe turned out, see if you can bring that toe back in. And then it's like you're zipping yourself up. So from the toe, you're going to feel yourself push down through the feet, then squeeze your quads up, melt your tailbone down, lift your belly in, shoulder blades into your back pocket, spread the palms, and find a focal point, your drishti, something that's not moving, that can be your point of focus. And as you stand here, scanning the body from the top of the head to the tip of the toe and say, how am I feeling today? Physically, mentally, and energetically. What perhaps might I like to switch? Move through, let go. Inhale, take the arms up, look up, maybe the hands touch, that's not important. Exhale, and just bring the hands all the way to heart center. Release the palms, inhale, lift up, exhale, hands to heart center. Two more, deep breath in, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale and exhale, hands to heart center. Close the eyes, taking a moment to say hello to you, to your heart. The thing I love most about yoga is the awareness that it can bring. From your body position on the mat to what energy am I bringing into a room? Especially thinking about maybe the yoga room. When I come in, am I loud? Am I slapping my mat down? Am I maybe in somebody else's space a little bit? And we all respect space. We're all allowed to take up space. And in yoga, we are challenged to be within the four corners of our mat, to build this awareness from the inside out. So maybe asking yourself through practice, what can you become more aware of today? Whether it's your breath, your position on the mat, the poses that we go through, your thoughts. Blink the eyes open, drop the palms, inhale. Maybe bring the arms together and exhale, bending your knees, bending, pushing the hips back, and letting the arms drop and the hands drop into ragdoll. So it might feel nice to separate a little wider than hip width here. Maybe swaying a little side to side, front to back, shaking the head, just release. And if you walk those feet a little bit wider, bring them back to how you like mountain pose. Push into your feet and bring your hands to your thighs or your shin, and inhale to a nice flat back. And you're taking your shoulder blades into your back pocket so there's a lot of space in between your shoulders and your ears. Push down through your feet. I want you to feel like you're trying to rip your mat apart a little bit, pulling that navel up. Excuse me. So it's like I could come and set a little tray. So if you need to be higher to find that, bend the knees a little bit more to find that. Please do. This is such an important, this lengthening from our tailbone to the top of our head is so important. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you're just going to bend those knees again. Ragdoll. Hands to thighs or shin. Inhale, flat back. Pull everything up and in. Engage those legs. Exhale, ragdoll. And one more time. Inhale, flat back. relaxing down, lifting those quads, and exhale, release. Now we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. So let those arms hang, push down through the feet, round, round, round. Shoulders and head are the last to come up, finding your mountain pose. Inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Bend those knees as much as you need to. Drop the crown of the head. Inhale to a nice flat back. And exhale, fold back down. Now push down into your feet. Come back to your flat back. Take your arms out like wings and push down to hinge all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Push your booty back, bend those knees as much as you need to. Drop the crown of the head. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Remember, knees bent is beautiful. And then you're gonna come to the flat back. Push the feet down, arms out like wings, and push all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more half sun salutation. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, two fold. Inhale, flat back, and let it continue to flow all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Taking your hands to your hips, we're going to take the left foot and step it back and keep that back heel lifted for me. And I know that can be a challenge, so if you need to shorten your pose to keep that heel up, that's what I want you to do for now. Then bending your right knee, I'm gonna still see my big toes, okay? And then we're gonna lengthen both legs and then bend that knee. Lengthen both legs, bend the top knee. Lengthen both legs. Now bend both legs. Take your hips and push them forward a little bit, feeling more of a release perhaps in that left hip, and then maybe extend the back leg, keeping the heel lifted. If both knees are still bent, that's awesome. And let's add the arms coming up overhead. Crescent pose. Light up your glutes, squeeze that back glute and quad. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, left arm comes forward, right arm comes back to an open arm twist. And then, you're gonna, you might little shimmy and shake on the mat, and that's a good thing. Your right hand comes down towards your left thigh, and you just reach back. So inhale, come to that twist. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, coming to the twist. Exhale, reach back. Look at that front foot. Make sure the toes are parallel. Inhale. And exhale. Now you're just going to reverse, undo the twist. So you come back to crescent and you're just bringing that arm up. I think it feels cool. Now take that left foot, step up to the right, hands come to your hips. And then we'll step that right foot back. Keeping that back heel lifted. Taking your time to set it up. Feeling strong. And then we'll bend the front knee and extend. Bending the front knee and extending. And bend. And extend. And bend. And this time we're going to bend both knees. See if you can take the pelvis, shift it, find more space there in that right psoas. Maybe lengthen the back leg a little bit. That's not what's important. Arms might like to come up. Breathing in and out to crescent. Now the right hand comes forward, the left hand goes back in our open arm twist. Keep firing up that back leg, squeeze and push through the heel. Then the left arm comes down and you just a little tilt it back. Inhale, open arm twist. Exhale, tilt it back. Inhale, open arm twist. Exhale, tilt it back. So what I'm doing is now I'm taking my chest, I'm opening it towards the front of the mat, and then my left arm just comes to meet the right. And then stepping forward, bringing those hands to the hip. Beautiful. So I'm going to step and turn to face you. And you're going to turn to face me, and we're going to take a nice wide stance here on our mat. We're going to take our right toes and turn them out so it's parallel with the mat. And if you look down, your heel will it's like if we're going to draw on the line, it's going to go into the arch of the foot or the heel of the foot. Or maybe something in between there. But you just want to feel like you can open your hips first and foremost. Hands are on the hips now. Now bend that right knee and you're opening it to your baby toe side and extend. I need to deepen my stance there. So we're going to bend. So throughout yoga, you're allowed to adjust, explore, It's a practice, it's not a perfect. Going back to what we thought about, what are we bringing awareness to in this pose? And we're going to hold here in Warrior Two and let those arms come out. Beautiful. And maybe turn that gaze over the fingertips. If you look down, you can see your big toe. So you're opening up to the baby toe side. Really press down through the blade of your back left foot. Now extend, bring your hands to your hips, and just tic-tac your feet in a little bit here. We'll start here with the feet turning out. Then we're going to take the arms out. You're going to bring your right hand, palm is facing up. Your left arm is on top, right? And it's like your elbows are stacked. Now you're going to bend your elbows. And maybe you just hold on to your shoulders. Maybe you can hold on for an eagle wrap. Bending the knees into goddess. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, bend to goddess. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, bend goddess. Push those knees back. Inhale, up. One more time. And we're going to release. Bringing the hands back to the hips. Widen the stance. This time that left foot will turn parallel. Check it out. Make sure however you lined up on the right side is how you're lining up on the left, because we're trying to create some balance here in the body. And then we'll bend that left knee and extend. Adjust as you need. Bending and extending. Knee is opening to baby toe side. I think we did 2 more of those little bend and extends. And we'll do 1 more. And then adding the arms, maybe adding the gaze whenever you're ready. You're strong here. Push down into the legs. They can hold you. They do all day as you walk. And then lengthen that top leg. Bring the hands to the hips. Tic-tac those feet in. So you find that nice turned out pose where you feel comfortable for goddess. Arms come back up. Left arm, palm up, right arm on top. Bend the elbows. Maybe catch the shoulders, maybe catch the forearms or the hands. Bend into goddess and come. I should say squat into goddess. Take the knees back, opening the hips. Bend and extend. Breathing as we go. This time, we're going to hold it down and you're going to start to circle to the left, down and to the right, and to center. Now we'll take it right. Right, down, and center. And then left, down, center. 1 more. Right, down. Extend the arms. Bring the hands to your thighs. Bend those knees like you're coming into a catcher's pose. Drop the right shoulder in. Drop the left. And now try both. Really taking nice stretch here. Opening the knees with your arms. Maybe dropping the pelvis down. Taking the upper body up. Finding a deep goddess for 4. For 3. For 2. And extend those legs and tick-tock. Awesome. And let's come to the top of the mat. You did wonderful. So take a nice deep breath in, lift those arms up, and exhale, hands to the heart center. Left foot steps back, keep the heel lifted, and find your crescent pose. And we're going to open it up to warrior two. Breathing here. Now the back, left foot and the arm are going to rotate towards the top of the mat so you come back into goddess, crescent, goddess on the mind. And then you're going to push down into that right foot. Tap your left toes down, stay here, or lift up into knee balance. Take the arms out wide. You're going to do right hand on palm facing up, left arm on top, bend to shoulders or caps. Bend the knee, left knee crosses over right for eagle pose. And we breathe for 4. 4, 3, press if you have your arms on forearms and you're catching your hands around the upper back. And release, stand all the way up. And hands to heart center. Can't find my words today. All right, step the right foot back into crescent. Lift those arms up. Deep breath in and out. Open it up to warrior two. You're nice and strong. That right backhand foot, you turn it towards the front so you find your crescent. Push a lot into your left foot so you can tap your right toes down or come into standing balance. Arms come to T, palms facing up. Left arm forward, right arm on top. Bend and find your eagle wrap. Bending the knees, crossing the right over the left like you're having a sit down. Hold for 4. Pull the navel in. 4, 3. Squeeze the thighs. 2. And inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale down. So we're going to just do that one more time. Inhale, we're going to rinse it out first. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale to fold. And then pushing down so you're lifting all the way up. Keep the arms lifted, step your left foot back. High crescent. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. That left hand comes down to lift you back to crescent. Push into the right foot, find your standing balance. Arms to a T, right arm palm up, left. Find your wrap, bend the knees, wrap that left foot over the right for eagle. Holding for 4, for 3, for 2. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then lift all the way up. I just did an extra fold there because it felt good. And then we're going to take the right foot back. High crescent. Exhale, open it, warrior two. Right hand comes back, lifts you back to your crescent. Push into that left foot to find your knee balance. T arms, palms facing up, left arm, right. Find your catch, bending and crossing into your eagle. Belly in tight for 4, for 3, for 2. And push down to lift up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Closing the eyes if that feels comfortable. Feel the beating of the heart, the sweat on the skin. What are you aware of right now in this moment in the four corners of your mat. Right now, nothing else need be on the mind. This is the time for you, for your personal growth inside and out. Blink the eyes open and take your feet mat width on your mat. Bend those knees so it's like you're coming to catcher's pose, and then you just let yourself fall over in a nice wide leg rag down. You can move side to side. You can bend one knee, extend, then the other. You're just moving to find what feels good. Shake the head no and yes. And then you'll roll up one vertebrae at a time. Coming back to find your mountain pose. Focusing on your drishti. We're going to put a hand on the chest, a hand on the belly. Remind yourself to thank yourself for everything you were able to do today. And as you step off the mat, now taking your awareness into the world around you. Considering the energy you bring into rooms. Are you giving space in the grocery store? Are you mean mugging and maybe you don't mean it? We're on autopilot a lot. But yoga gives us the chance to become awake. And then it's your choice what you do with that outside of the mat. Now, I always like to end my practice with a little oil and a couple of deep breaths. So I'm going to do that. And I'm actually going to do that seated. But if you want to stand, you absolutely can. And you can sit in a chair, on the couch, whatever feels good. So taking a deep breath in with me. Hold the breath. Exhale through the mouth. You don't have to have oil either. Just breathe. Inhale. Hold. And breathe out. Taking a deep breath in. Hold. And breathe out. So before you go, a little nugget about the power of using an oil at the end of practice like lavender. So hopefully at the end of your practice, you feel much more calm, much more relaxed. And every time then we're associating that with lavender at the end of the practice, science tells us through Pavlov, eventually we're going to make a connection in the brain that whenever we smell lavender, whether we're in practice or not, we're going to start to feel and slip into that calmness and that relaxed state. So it might be something to give a whirl, and it can be with any oil, because if you don't like lavender, especially real lavender, does not smell like store-bought lavender. It's I remember the first time I smelled real lavender, I was like, oh, I don't know. But it grew on me. So that can happen for you too. So anyways, thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope to see you on the mat again soon, and meta, my friends.